Aloha,
We are
everybody.
live. Hi, everyone. Hey, Julia. Nice to see you today, this morning for you, noon for me. So we are Cindy and Julia, the Divine Feminine Shaman Academy, and welcome to our Harmony and Healing show. We're excited to be with you today, just to continue on our series of the power animals. And today we're going to be visiting Eagle, Capuchin and Condor medicine. So, so how are you today, Julia?
I'm very well. We're finally having a little bit of sun here. The weather has been, I was in Hilo yesterday and I think we had a whole high of 72 maybe. That is just unheard of. Anyway, so I'm good. Can't let the weather affect you. I'm just got my shawl.
That's, yeah. Well,
How are
it's
you?
finally warming up. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it is warming up here. It's still freezing, but it's much nicer to be out for a walk and it's more sunshine. So yeah, it's good.
I
Very good.
remember living in British Columbia. I remember the weather there. Of course, I was a lot more south than you are, but
Mhm.
more
Yeah.
coastal almost, yeah, but so it was milder, but I remember, yeah. So,
Mhm.
shall we begin with the direction?
Absolutely. We'll call in the directions. And if you would like to join us, just, take in the words. If you know your directions, you can turn and call in with us. And just whatever this means for you, inviting in the medicine of the archetypes that we call in.
And
So
I
we're going
always
to turn.
invite you to make it a prayer from your
Mm,
spirit to Great
I love
Spirit.
that. Beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to start with the south and call in Great Serpent Sachamama. Mm. Mm. To the winds of the south, Sachamama, beautiful serpent, mother of the waters. Come into our medicine space today. Wrap your coils of light and love around us. Help us to release, to shed those old ways of being, the old beliefs, the old stories, the old habits that are keeping us constricted and keeping us from really just embracing our lives. So we invite you and we call on you to help us to shed those ways and those old skins so that we can embrace tenderly and nurture those our new skins, our new ways of being. Help us to be belly to belly with the Mother Earth, with Pachamama, the divine feminine, to really take in her divine feminine wisdom and help us embody that on our new journey. We thank you. Awesome.
Oh. To the winds of the west, great Ortorango, mother, sister, Jaguar. Come, come, hump way into our space, into our medicine space, teaching us as you are the king and queen of the jungle to have no fear, but to go forward into our lives, maneuvering and navigating our pathway with you giving us that etheric sight into the through the darkness and back into the light, being able to see the shadows and the light and the darkness. We thank you so much for teaching us the tools of the luminous warrior, teaching us about peace, to walk in truth, impeccability, certainty, and non engagement. We thank you, Ortarango. We thank you for your great courage. We thank you for your presence with us today. Aho.
Right. To the north. To the winds of the north. Mm. Ancient ones, grandmothers and grandfathers, we call on you. Come into our sacred medicine space. Sit around the fire with us. Share your ways, your wisdom, and your knowledge. And generations to come, our children's children, we honor you as well, bringers of the light and the knowledge that will guide us forward. We honor you. Siwar Kente, Royal Hummingbird. Sweet bird, thank you, beautiful one, for being such an epic guide, such a beautiful guide on this epic soul's journey. Teach us to really draw inward and find our own inner strength and our this endurance on this great journey. Teach us to find our own inner stillness, that inner peace, and to only drink from that sweet nectar of life. We thank you. Aho.
Aho.
Mm.
To the winds of the east, the place of the rising sun. Let that sun rise in our life with new vision and healing with the beginning of each day. Thank you, Eagle and Condor, that you are the guardians of the east for us. Thank you, Great Eagle, for showing us how to fly above the storms of life and then be able to look down and see with a higher perspective, a different discerning view of our lives, showing us obstacles as opportunity, truly obstacles as opportunities. We thank you, Condor. You are so ethereal and so majestic and so transformative. You take us up into the high Apus, the mountains. You share with us the mysteries of Great Spirit. You present to us your ethereal being like a phoenix. We thank you for the visionary sight of both of you. Aho.
Okay. And to Mother Earth, Pachamama. Great Mother, the Divine Mother, Keeper of the Wisdom. We thank you for how you care for all your people, how you ground us, how you nurture and nourish us, and infusing us with your great wisdom, that divine feminine wisdom. Thank you from all your people, stone people, plant people, four-legged, two-legged, creepy crawlies, the fin, the fur, the winged. May we learn to honor you in such a beautiful way and nurture you just as you do us. We thank you. Aho.
Antitaita, Father Sky, Mama Kia, Grandmother Moon, Sashka Kuna, Star Nations, and celestial luminous beings of light and power, give us the strength that we need to navigate our way forward in light in this world that is going through so much right now. Thank you for giving us that knowledge that we can apply in certain situations, giving us your wisdom, giving us your spirit of light. Thank you, Great Spirit, for always being with us, always guiding us. We love your essence and the tools of love and light. Aho.
So we'll open our Viracochas. We invite you to join along, opening up that luminous ball of light above your head. So we'll open for ourselves, inhaling up and spread that pure love, that luminous light all around you, even connecting it beneath your feet, connecting into the earth. And then over our whole IU here, our village, each other. Everyone here watching the live and listening to the replay. May you be held in this luminous light.
So take a deep breath, just allowing that light that we opened up above your heads down into your field. Inhaling. Let your exhalations release. Release the day. Release your to-do list. Release all the things that don't belong in this little space that we are creating right now as we go forward into this journey together. A small journey. So I invite you to close your eyes if you're not driving or if it's safe to do so. And just allow your spirit to soar. Taking a little mini journey now. Let's breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold it. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold that space empty. And inhale the light and hold that light all around your field of energy. And exhale, releasing things that don't need to be there, that might get in the way, and hold that space empty. And inhale. Let's breathe together. Inhale. See that light coming into your chakra field. And then hold it. And exhale. Release, release, release. And hold that empty. And one more time, let's breathe together. Inhale that light. Hold that light. And exhale and release all the air in your lungs, settling into a more peaceful place, a space and energy. We'll take a little journey now in your mind, in your imagination, which attracts ethereal energy of higher dimensions. Your imagination is a tool. Inhale. See yourself in a beautiful meadow surrounded by very tall trees. And the grass feels velvety to you. You need to sit down in it, so you do. It's warm. It's like summer warm, but not too hot. And sitting down on the grass, feeling that connection with Pachamama, with the earth. Feeling her come up where your skin connects, where your body connects to the earth, even through your clothes, up to your legs, that grounding sensation. Feeling at peace within, in spite of anything that's going on with humanity, taking the space. And now fixing your sight on the trees as you feel called to do so, and you see an eagle flying towards you. And it doesn't get too close, it just comes to perch in a tree that's closer to you. But the eye contact brings you into that arena of eagle medicine. Keep your eyes affixed to the eyes of the eagle. Allow her to share with you her riches and her medicine, the way she can look at situations and see a completely different perspective than the 3D perspective. Maintain that contact and notice how it feels within your body. How she feels into your body and seems to set certain things at peace in your mind, in your heart, allowing her to have that reign. She is on your side. And as she's sitting on that perch, we look up, she invites an even larger, a much larger bird, though eagle can be very large too. But now we're inviting Condor, who's suddenly just flying, swooping into the scene. And Condor swoops to the ground beneath where Eagle is perched. And she is magnificent, a magnificent bird, looking into your eyes, looking into your space, looking into your aura. You can feel her magic, her power, her transformative energy. And you feel at peace knowing that if you allow her to help you with anything you're going through, she will imbue you with that transformative medicine and give you strength. So we're just going to spend another little bit, and you can look into the eyes of eagle or condor, whichever one you're called to, and allow them to just finish transmitting their medicine to you for now, today. Assimilating it into your body, into your mind, into your soul, your heart, the innermost part of you, allowing it entrance to balance, to visualize, to envision your powers of visioning sharpened and alive, seeing things now with a much higher perspective, feeling comfortable with any change that you're going through, giving it the power of condor to settle it down. Sit with that for another minute or two. A few seconds. And when it's complete, Condor again opens her magnificent wings, huge wing spread, and flies away. But you know that you have sensed her and felt her and received her, and something has completed within you. And now Eagle also, with quite a wing spread of her own, leaves. You are complete with her. And now just sitting on the grass, feeling that groundedness from Pachamama, grounding the experience of eagle and condor into you, giving you that sense of foundation, feeling anchored in yourself, in your oneness. Coming back into the room now. Coming back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was really beautiful. Thank you, Julia. So if you had, an experience with eagle or condor during that beautiful journey that you'd like to share, please feel free to pop it in the chat. And we always love to hear, what comes up for you when we're sharing, some of this medicine. So, in Andean shamanism, that beautiful eagle, also Apochin, she's a profound archetype, power symbol that lives in the realm of the heart chakra. Like, we had serpent in the root chakra, and then we had Ortorongo Jaguar, sacral, and hummingbird in the solar plexus. And eagle is kind of like our guardian of our heart and a teacher that helps us to really connect with that and embody that boundless love and compassion that reside in the heart. She's a great teacher and helps us to open up our heart so that we can see through the eyes of the heart and see through the eyes of the eagle, and those obstacles of life that, we get to rise above them with her grace and wisdom. She carries us, above the storms of life and the stories of our lives and the things that are happening in the world, so that we can actually see things from that higher perspective. So she's just so beautiful in that way. You can call on her to Take me up above so I can just see the bigger picture of what's really unfolding here that feels kind of edgy or, is triggering me in some way. And it has this lesson for me. We see those lessons from the eyes of Eagle and Spirit. She takes us up to connect with Spirit.
She aligns us with the essence of the divine feminine, always
Mm,
emphasizing love and compassion as virtues that we can tap into with her. She flies to great heights. She encourages women to fly to those great heights with love, empathy, and understanding, knowing that you can accomplish whatever you envision. She helps us with that vision. She gives energy. Every day as the sun rises, that vision can rise within us as we offer our prayers and our acknowledgement of her great visualizing powers within us. And she helps us overcome challenges, like you said. She gives us a
yeah.
whole different perspective when we're perched up there with Eagle, looking down at the situation, seriously allowing yourself to rise up in your heart, in your mind, in your imagination, and look down. It changes what you're seeing. It helps us figure out what we need to do to solve the situation we're dealing with.
Mm, yeah. And, in her more broad perspective, broader vision, she sees the interconnectedness of everything, right? That
Right.
we are all in this web of life, this grid, and she can see that perspective, that here, looking through, especially if we're looking through the eyes of the physical eyes, and seeing what appears to be a challenging situation or judging something. If we're in the mind, we're seeing with the mind's eyes, then we can really get pulled into, whatever is unfolding before us as challenging us in our ways of thinking or being. And so just calling on Eagle, she'll bring you into your heart so that you can start to vision with those eyes of the heart. And, then we can look through um, a different lens and see things from a perspective of love. The mind doesn't allow us to see, and where we can, be more accepting or forgiving, that we couldn't be when we're in our mind.
She is amazing. If we soar, if we allow ourselves to soar, I've actually had visions where I was right behind her eyes, and I was like kind of soaring into a situation. This was when I think I was doing a soul retrieval with somebody, and I could actually see what she saw as she flies along. And the exhilarated feeling of soaring with her was just amazing. She is an amazing ally for us. And she
I
helps us recognize the interconnectedness of all life, the cyclical nature of existence. And she
Yeah,
embraces that interconnectedness and invites us as women, especially, to tap into our innate strength and wisdom that we can,
absolutely.
yeah, we can bring positive change to the world.
Yeah. I in my experience with Eagle, I had a beautiful experience years ago, when my mom transitioned. So she can also be like a messenger, right? We were having just a small celebration, to spread my mom's ashes, and out here at the lake. And I had asked the night before, for a sign, for my mom to give me a sign, and we both loved eagles. And I was preparing some food in the kitchen, and we're looking out over the lake, and my husband's on the deck, and he's like, "Come here, quick!" And so I ran out, and I've never seen this before, but there was an eagle swimming in front of our place with his big wings, and it was almost like I was really working to swim. And then there's this little patch of land, and he swam up onto the land and had a big fish in his claws.
Oh,
And I hopped in my kayak, and she let me get so close that I could see in her eyes. And then she picked up the fish and she just flew around me and then flew off. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. What a blessing that was. So, she's also a messenger from my experience.
if
Yeah.
we're open to that, it's amazing how much nature will communicate to us through the animals, the plants. And yes, eagle is definitely a messenger.
Yeah. Yeah. So just thought I
Thank
would
you.
share that because you never.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
So
So yeah.
condor. If we're done with eagle, are we done with eagle?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want to overpass. Condor is amazing. Let's talk about condor. She holds profound symbolic significance. She represents various aspects of spirituality and wisdom and connection to the divine feminine. And so in the Andean language, she is also known as Apachin. And so I think sometimes people confuse thinking that eagle and condor are the same, but they really are quite separate. Or Mama Kuntur in Andean cosmology. She's a sacred messenger and she's a guardian of the skies. And as a majestic bird soaring high above the peaks of the Andes, she embodies a transcendence of earthly limitations and the ability to access the higher realms of consciousness. And she offers that to us. I've worked with her quite a bit because she's like, I almost said she's like a shaman herself. She's so transformative. She offers us flight up into the Apus, the mountains, and then she will share with us the wisdom of Great Spirit, the mysteries of Great Spirit. And I also see her kind of like a phoenix because she shows us how to transmute situations that we think are overcoming us and leaving those behind and rising up in that newness of all that we can be. She's also a
And in that, yeah, sorry, I just had to interject here, in that newness, like I call on her to help, like, it's as shamans, we learn how to dream our world into being. Like, she can help us to vision as we shed, as you were saying, the phoenix to transform and transmute things, to vision and dream a new world for ourselves. And more importantly, a new world for humanity. Right?
mm,
So, dreaming and visioning, like, what kind of world? Ask her to take us way high above and vision and dream this new world where there's harmony and where there's peace and where there's love and where there's, collaborations and where there's abundance for all, right? In every way, from the land and for love and just all aspects of being. So she's such a beautiful guide to help you vision that.
and she's huge. She can literally carry us, I think, on her wings because she is so huge. I don't know if you've seen pictures of her, but her wing spread is just amazing. And so, she can tap us into that higher dimensional thinking, that
Mhm.
higher dimensional understanding as we're seeing so much chaos in humanity and the planet and wars and all of that as usual. Unfortunately, she can take us and say, okay, now consider this, showing us the mysteries of Great Spirit, taking us high, high into the mountains ethereally and above it all, and then allowing us to feel and sense that within our souls. She kind of takes us on a spiritual journey if we allow her. And she's very deeply connected to the cycles of life and death and rebirth. And she does possess the ability to traverse between the spiritual realms, between the living and the dead. She serves sort of as a mediator, giving us the truth, the lesson, the peace in those situations.
Mhm.
You know, powerful symbol of spiritual awakening, diving into the divine feminine wisdom and divine guidance of our lives, allowing us to see just way beyond the surface situation. And we all need that. I know I need that. When I meditate with the archetypes, that's what she does for me. I can be feeling really challenged in a situation. And when I take flight with Condor, by the time I come back, I feel at peace and one within myself. So that's why I was kind of guiding that in the drumming, letting her give that gift because that's one of the gifts she gives.
Yeah.
Sailing. Yeah.
And so, there's the invitation, everyone. Like, what if enough of us, took that higher perspective and, started to vision and dream a new world, right? Started to embody more of the divine feminine, qualities that are what are going to help us to birth a new world, come into this golden age that we're going into, right? And so, to be part of the creation of the world that we want to live in, here's the invitation, right?
Right.
To work with all of these archetypes that we've been sharing with you, the shedding the skins, walking through the shadows with ease and grace, and being fearless, being those fearless, luminous warriors, and tapping into Hummingbird for strength and endurance that we need on this epic journey, and to focus on the sweetness and, find that inner peace, and then all of the aspects of Eagle and Condor that we spoke of today. This is what's going to help transform. And this is why Julie and I are so passionate about sharing this work from the divine feminine perspective. This was our calling, is to help share this medicine with the world. The invitation is, we both do individual healing, but we also offer courses and classes, to learn to embody this and to begin to dream your world into being. Work with these archetypes. It changes your life. It certainly has for us and for our students. And, so we're always here. We're always welcome conversation. We welcome questions. And, our vision is to, build a really beautiful IU community around the world of people that are embracing this medicine, this from the divine feminine perspective. So, we're here for you.
Yeah, we are. We are. You can contact us through YouTube or Facebook. We're in. We have our own, profiles on Facebook and in our groups, the Divine Feminine Shaman group, for example. So reach out if you feel like through Messenger or whatever you feel like you want to connect in a higher way to the things that we've been sharing.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, it's a pleasure as always to sit with you, my beautiful sister, and you have an amazing week. And do we have class next week? Yes, I think we do.
Oh
Our
yeah,
class.
because you're going to.
We do have class, but our show next week.
Yes. And then we're going to take a week off because you're going on a little trip.
I
So,
am. I'm coming to your big island. Unfortunately, at the other end, but okay. So, shall we close Sacred Space?
yes, let's do that.
Yeah. Mm. The winds of the south, Sacha Mama. Thank you, beautiful serpent, for being with us, for wrapping your coils of light and love around us, and just for bringing in all of your divine feminine wisdom to support us as we release our old ways of being and we embrace new ways of compassion and love and nurturing and kindness and healing. We thank you for being with us.
Oh, Ortodango, thank you as always for helping us navigate our pathway, navigate our understanding into the ethereal, releasing the things that hold us back We thank you for your wisdom. We thank you for your courage, giving us that courage to step forth into what we're called to do in life. And we release you today. Hope.
To the winds of the north, ancestors, ancient ones, grandmothers and grandfathers, generations to come, thank you for being with us in this sacred medicine space today and for just instilling your wisdom, that great, great knowledge and wisdom that you have as the earth keepers, keepers of the wisdom, keepers of the knowledge that can bring us forth and help us to birth a new way of being. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Royal Hummingbird, sweet bird, thank you for your strength, for your teachings of stillness and sweetness. We release you. Aho.
Aho. And beautiful and great eagle and condor, thank you for coming into our space with your medicine, with your energy, that and allowing us to know that we can call upon you and that you will show up and be present to help and assist us. We thank you for showing us the wisdom and the knowledge of your ways, your deep, deep perception, your deep, deep transmutation. We thank you for all of your gifts, and we release you.
Pachamama, our beloved Mother Divine, thank you for holding us so tenderly, sweetly, for nurturing us. We thank you for always being there for us in ways that are seen and unseen, your support in the wisdom that you hold. We thank you for how much love that you have for us. Aho.
Aho. Antitaita, Mama Kia, Sashka Kuna, great luminous beings of light and power. Great Spirit, thank you for coming and being with us, sharing your medicine with us, knowledge, wisdom, insights, perception. Thank you for blessing the rest of our day, giving us that ease and grace and joy. We release you.
So we'll close our Viracochas over our Ayu. So reaching down, just bringing that over, closing the energy around all of us. And then your own individual luminous energy field. Bring that energy up, bring it into your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, with special thank you to Eagle, Condor, Hummingbird, Jaguar, and Serpent. Thank you.
Next time.
Namaste.
Yeah, namaste.
Until next time. Blessings, everyone. Blessings to you, Julia. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.